Hey, Sujay, you've been a top seller across roles at Credo Reference, iModules, and now Anthology. And one of the really strong practices I saw you use at Credo was prospecting and selling to multiple buyers within an account while also connecting each buyer to an overall enterprise value. Can you share with our audience more about your approach?
Yeah, absolutely. And Brent, as we've talked about over the years, you build the most momentum in these buyer conversations by engaging in buyer personas with specific messaging to them, but then also with the shared goal across the institution. So, as an example, here at Anthology, I sell our enterprise higher education CRM suite. So we have messaging specific to CIOs where they're worried about digital transformation and infrastructure and data security. And then you have admissions offices where they're worried about recruitment efforts and enrollment. And then student success, where their conversation is more around retention. And then advancement offices where they need to fundraise, they need to engage their alumni. But I also need to speak with each of these buyers about the shared value in all of their offices, sort of emphasizing how that life cycle approach leads to achieving those enrollment goals, that digital transformation, more engaged alumni. And it also means that there's fewer vendors that they have to deal with, fewer invoices, fewer contracts. Most of these institutions that we work with have a difficult time buying and managing contracts. So, there's a lot of value drivers in multiple areas, and there's really no reason for every office to have a different point solution.
So that's a powerful summary of what we talk about as a platform value prop. You can speak to each individual buyer about their goals and help them individually, even if you don't work with anybody else. But you're also building the case that 1 + 1, couple of offices equals three. There's an overall value to the enterprise of working in multiple places. And I'm wondering, how has that helped your sales performance?
Yeah, I've consistently been one of the top performers on several teams throughout my career. I've been in sales for over 10 years now. And it helps with prospecting specifically. It gives you multiple swings at the bat, as you can say, to open up that first conversation. You have multiple personas to try to engage an institution with. And it also helps with deal velocity. You start bringing in stakeholders together for these joint meetings, and there's already a sense of a shared goal, a shared purpose. And that makes it just that much easier to land and expand faster. If one of these offices, let's say admissions decides to move forward, but student success doesn't, they already have a good understanding of what our value proposition is and also what that sort of enterprise structure would look like for them.
That's great. It's really about speaking to each buyer about what's in it for them while also giving them reasons to be a good corporate citizen. Thanks so much for sharing your story, Sujay. Really enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, my pleasure.